I do. I think. You heard about this in my blog. Like, I do think it's going to take me a long number of episodes to finish this.
Yep.
Um,
Said
and
something about 300, right?
actually, I think it's right now. I think it's about 260. I
Yeah,
think.
you are going to longen the episodes.
Yeah, they've
You're
all
making.
the recent ones have been about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
as opposed to I kind of like 20, 22. For some reason, like in the U.S., I think most TV show episodes are 22 minutes
That's true.
plus 8 minutes of commercial. So
Yes,
somehow that's stuck in my head as the
that
appropriate
is
amount of
true.
time.
And the only TV show that I watch is The Big Bang Theory, and that's exactly 22 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I
So
have,
we got 8 minutes of commercial just in the smack middle of it.
I've only seen that show on a plane, like partial episodes, and sometimes without even listening to the audio, just seeing it on the screen, but not having the headphones on.
That's useless.
Yeah. I hear it's really good, but I just don't really know anything about it.
You can watch it when you grow old. Yes, I know several of my colleagues is actually starting to watch it, and they're like 58, 60 years old, and hey, it's funny. They don't understand half of it. They have never heard about Star Trek or anything, but they think it's funny.
How could they not hear about Star Trek? That's universal, isn't it?
By the way, from one point to another, Granny's Got Game has another channel as well. I hope you have checked that.
Oh, a second channel?
Yes, Granny's Uncorked, and she's going to be serious there. I just started to sub.
I didn't know that. She had a series that I think was called that on her
Yep.
main channel, but I didn't.
No,
I-
she's going to be some other type of games on that one because
Oh, okay.
it feels like she has to have something that is not child-proof. I suppose I don't know.
I watch a lot of channels, and sometimes they play other games besides Minecraft.
Yeah.
Unless it's a game that I play, or like I really like watching people play. What's it called with Big B? The Wolf Among Us. That's a really amazing story, and I like watching that. And then I sometimes like watching basically story-based games or games where people are role-playing.
Yeah.
Even when I watch people play Minecraft, I don't really watch it for Minecraft's like survival, but I watch it for
The story.
the story, or the
Yeah.
even if it's a PvP UHC match, the story that of the characters' conversation and things like that is fun. So,
I don't. I try to get as much story as possible, but Minecraft custom maps, I try to avoid them nowadays.
playing them.
Yeah, both of
I-
playing it and watching them.
See, I have I'll say something like 5 that I really want to play,
Okay.
but every time I sit at the computer, I have to do more of the Color of Infinity. I have to do that. It's just more fun.
Yes, it is.
So I have been neglecting maps, although I'm due to record maybe tonight, I don't know, my June episode of Minecraft Map History,
Okay.
because I have to, I have to record, talk about the maps, the memorable maps that I played in June of 2011, 2012, 2013, and and then I'm gonna play a map for June 2014 as part of that series by a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So, and
And it was back in June 2011 you and I met.
was it? I'm not exactly sure.
Not me either, but it was somewhere around there. We were reviewing. We
Yeah.
were reviewers both,
Yep.
and we collided in somewhat. And
Well,
I played your maps, and I don't think I had any maps out at that point.
Well, the first map that you had out that I played, well, I think the first map you had out that I played was Enera, if I said that right.
It's Anira.
Anira.
It's A near A.
And near A.
Anira.
And I always wanted to say, I think I've said this, but I was thinking of talking about it in this series as well.
You shouldn't. No, but you don't really remember it.
I remember.
It was rather bad.
I can tell.
It was too big, and it wasn't really well done. It was my first, of course. It wasn't well done.
Well,
it's easy to see.
Well, let me tell you what I remember of it, because I think I remember quite a bit actually. The most important thing though is that there's one concept you had in there that inspired me to make Mars Mission, or how I designed Mars Mission, I should say. And that is, you had this central hub area where after you complete quests, you would receive a redstone torch or a key as your reward, and you'd go back to the hub, which had a number of doors, and the player got to pick which door to open. And depending which door you opened, they were labeled with like engineer, different class names.
Yes.
You could kind of get a guess as to what your gift would be.
Yeah.
And the concept of a hub, where not a hub that launches your quest, but a hub that you bring your rewards to and you choose your rewards, I really tried to emulate that with the base in Mars to some degree, and I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah, and Mars Mission was one of your best maps. Absolutely.
It's one of. I don't think it really works too well anymore though, but
I haven't checked my Anir because I have redone the hub, so to speak. That's the only thing I have. No. The trip back, I have removed all that travel. I teleport them.
Oh wow! So you've updated it pretty.
Yeah.
I should play it again. See, I remember the Dwarven Mine, the dragon build.
Yeah.
I remember the part where you have to deliver the mine carts to the far off village, and it had a lot of really good concepts in it. I think maybe I was a little hard on it, but I still think it was a fair review. But I always felt
at the time it was too big, it was too much. People wouldn't believe that you could do. It was too much. It was actually 8 role-playing adventures put together into one.
Oh, okay.
At the moment they were having like one adventure short, like in half an hour. You remember the times, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And I did 8 adventures in the same map, and that was too much. Today, however, it would fit.
Yeah, and I remember the final adventure was pretty much could have just been a map on itself. It was enormous.
And we have role-played it in with the real gang.
Yeah, in your D&D series.
Yes. It was nearly impossible for those guys. There were 5-6 guys running around trying to solve it, and they were on Skype at the same time trying to help each other. And it was totally, utterly hilarious.
Oh, I think I might have lost something very important just now. There it is.
Good.
Speaking of role play, by the way, Excalibur is watching some of this series, and I think leaving comments, so I want to say hi. He's the guy that made the
Censor's Mine, Censor's Dungeon in Minecraft.
And he's almost
very good.
I don't know. I want to say almost done, but I don't actually know how far. But he's working on the sequel,
Stonefast,
which I would love it if we could get the same group together to play.
Oh yes,
because that was so funny.
Yeah, well, we weren't actually organized at all, but still, the sequel in the original is Stonefast Mine, and it's a dwarven mine that is below. And believe me, he can fill it with whatever he wants, because it's just a map. That's all there is, and some lore.
Okay.
That's it. So if he has done that one, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, and I think I think that's his second. Will be his second map, and he would
Is
learn
it good?
from the first one. The first one was really good.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think in our playthrough you do get to see the map, and
Yes.
you do get to see what's so good about it. Even though we were a little crazy, and I have to say that that was just funny, and yet no one quit, and we all made it to the end anyway, even though.
Somehow.
And but then when I watched it and edited it, it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't as chaotic as I remember it, except the very beginning and the very end, and the fact that we all got separated.
Yeah, but that's normal. That happens in any in role-playing group. You know that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
want
for
them
sure.
to stay together like a pack of dogs, but they don't.
No. Well, you have to give them a reason.
And that is, you are connected with a rope. That's the only one that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that series, so we played with jGazMom, Fom, Ghost Vortex,
Oni stuffs.
Ani Stuffs, yeah, and
You and I.
I left my fence post behind. Son of a gun. Okay,
Fence posts are
this
good.
goes here. I'm
Fence
just
posts can fill a hollow.
just completing something that I have been waiting to do for weeks, literally.
And now you're not telling anyone what you're doing while you're doing it, so they have to guess what it is.
Oh, it's pretty obvious, honestly.
Thank you. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Right,
obvious.
we are going up against an hour.
Oh, really?
See, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think we are like 51 minutes or something like that. Is there anything we want to add to this vanilla? Should we call it vanilla challenge? I call it CMM. That is custom map making. That's easier. Vanilla custom map making.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just calling it the name of the map, and I like the title, so
Absolutely.
I don't.
Then me and jGazMom, we have the same name for it because it's simple.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
MVSPS CMM. It's
Yeah.
hard.
I can't remember it. You tend to do that for a lot of your videos, though, acronyms and that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
It works with some stuff. It doesn't work in Swedish, I can tell you that much.
Oh no.
No, they ask immediately, what does that stand for?
Oh, because in Swedish, your words probably don't start with the same letters.
No.
Right?
Many of them no. So if I go into... Well, Minecraft is the same, of course, but we don't say vanilla, we say original or something like that instead. And, well, further on. So you need to be a real gamer to understand it. So why not keep it in Swedish? Oh, sorry, in English.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, vanilla is
Yeah.
sort of like the
Yeah.
the generic flavor of things, which
Yes.
I'm not really maybe of baked goods, I think. It's
Yeah.
certainly not the
So-
generic flavor of much other things, but
No, but it has been established within the gaming community, so
That's
most people should know it. Even I, who is so old, knows it.
is
And
it?
survival should be easy to say. Single player, well, that's easy.
Yeah. Is the term vanilla used outside of video games? I don't even know.
I doubt that.
I'm not even sure, actually. Oh, I just covered a torch. I'm just going to leave it there. It's an Easter egg.
Yeah, you and your Easter eggs. I got some myself.
Oh, I don't have enough other blocks. Okay.
Testing. You were talking about testing in one of your
Oh, yeah.
episodes.
I think, to me, that's like one of my most common discussion topics, even in reviewing a map, because if you just simply test what you're doing, even if you made a mistake, that's fine. But if you just have to find it and fix it before you release it publicly.
you said something that I think most testers don't think of either. They are just trying to do what they think the map maker wants them to do. You told us we should test it like no one else. We should test it like trying to break it. Testing it, trying to get out of it. And all that. And really, I've never thought of it that hard, driving it all that way. But that is needed.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you will get some players who will do exactly what you want, and it will be fine. But then, even if you just get one person who doesn't, it can make you... I mean, some people, you know, if someone plays your map on YouTube and it doesn't get a lot of views, no one will ever know. But you'll know, because you, as a map maker, will watch all of those videos.
But this even makes it into the map making thing. I have a puzzle where I need to not give a person a tool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about making some shears and give them. But that's not really good, because even if they can use the shears to whatever they should, but they can also use it in order to fix the puzzle, and that wasn't intended. So now I need to think of how to avoid that and still get the shears right.
Right.
That's without testing, because I have never, if I should have tested that, I wouldn't have seen that that could have been done. Now, because of you, I'm starting to think, even when I'm creating the things, oh, can they try to break this? Yes, they can. Okay, we have to think it again then.
Yeah, and for me too, like, one thing that I've been thinking about for this map in the last couple days is there's a particular NPC that I have. I originally thought this person's going to be in every scene, either at the beginning or the end of every scene, and this is the person that's going to give you your instructions on how to kind of proceed to the next area, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, it was really a struggle to think about, should this character appear at the end of the scene or the beginning of the scene, and do I vary it? And then I've realized I don't want this person to be in every scene, because this NPC also is part of the story, but I don't want that part of the story to get more important than the main part of the story.
Okay.
And so now I'm rethinking, okay, instead of just thinking, do I put this person at the beginning or the end of a scene, do I even put this person in the scene? And so on and so forth. Anyway,
is it some sort of script person that?
Yes, but
the continuity person that keeps things in order.
Yeah, it's so this particular character is the script supervisor of the film company.
Okay.
Who hands you the script for the next area that you're going to perform in.
Yeah.
So it's actually important to the story, but also the character's personality is supposed to influence your decisions later.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to become about that character. So anyway.
No, but can't you get? It's also about the words you write, because if you write the words in a friendly, you and I have been together quite a while, we know each other type of way, then that person would probably not be that important, because that person has always been with me when I'm on the set, or something like that. And if you're down, on the other hand, trying to make that person more important than the leading lady, then you are having problems.
Yeah, I don't know. I just something I'm thinking about testing how the frequency of the NPC influences the story, and then what impact that has on later bits. So it's just, there's so many layers to test.
Yeah, and it is funny. It is funny. This is the first thing I heard about this. I said I want in, and I'm in. And it is as funny as I remember it. It's even more fun now, this time, because now I know what I'm doing. Last time I had no clue. But it was fun anyway.
Oh, you mean
Doing.
with your Curious map, your Goonies?
Yes.
Oh, that was.
Oh, yeah.
I love the theme of that. I love the Goonies. So.
Yes, and it is the sequel to that one I'm also making. So and there I had the problem. I can tell you that. You will probably edit it away anyway. No, you're not. In Curious 1, you had a choice in the end, and that choice should somehow be redone, done again in Curious 2.
Oh, I see.
Oh. In order to do that, you can do a short resume of the other one. You can force the player to go and play the first map, but that's also something stupid. But how about doing some sort of a flashback behind glass, and you see the different scenes that Cure 1 is about, and then you end at the end of that map, you're standing in front of those signs that tells you you can either A or B. And then there's a lever B. If you remember, there was a lever B you can use.
I don't really remember the storyline all that much. For some reason, I keep thinking of your current storyline.
Yep.
With the heroine and that backstory. I don't remember the story in.
No, because you didn't role play that story.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do this time. I'm making you role play Curious. And that's not the easiest part to role play, I can tell you that. I don't think I can.
There's not a lot of. I hope this doesn't spoil anything. I don't think it does, because you've already vlogged about it. But there's not a lot of custom maps where you play a female character.
It's even worse. She's not female or male.
Oh, right.
She's hermaphrodite.
Yes, there's definitely not a lot of.
How do you role play those?
Yeah, there's definitely not maps that have that aspect in it that I can think of.
The story is actually about that problem. Now, Curious herself is acting like a she, because, well, that's how she feels. But she isn't a real she, and she isn't a real he. And that is a problem. And that's one of the reasons that she's always so angry. She kills people.
Oh. It will be definitely interesting to play that.
Yeah, you are the only one. Because there are a lot of books, so Bongo can't play it. He doesn't read books.
Did you play or watch this map called A View on Life?
No, I haven't seen that one.
That I played that one. That is a female character.
Inside that school thing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the whole series because I felt like maybe I should play that one. It was a rather dark theme, wasn't it?
Yeah, like just a person who's a child who's really depressed and really has issues, and both people that she should depend on, and also bullies at school and all kind of.
Thanks for reminding me. I have to put down that A View of Life. Because when I saw you play that one, I thought, oh, that one is really one of mine. I should play that.
Yeah, it's good.
This fall, next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm definitely going to have to take a break to play Diversity 2, because that's Q Magnet's map that Cold Fusion helped with, and I was hoping to help with, but I just didn't have time, and then I got distracted with this and other things.
In Serbia. What's your name? In Serbia or Suburbia?
Oh, yeah, that one I didn't. That one I helped. I always underestimate how much I helped with it, but
you did probably quite a lot.
But that one is very different.
Yeah, it's more about how to use command blocks.
I mean, the map itself is, it's Sim City basically, or a city sim, I should say, so we don't get sued.
That's easier to say, yeah. It's a lot of those ones. Trying to do other games in Minecraft.
Yeah, and
right now, how about this? Where is all the other map makers? Well, I understand that Jig has a lot of things to do, and Q has diversity too and stuff.
Yeah,
but
Jig's out of the country at the moment, so
even that. Well,
so he's not. I don't think he's playing much of anything right now.
That's true. Oh, so he's in Canada.
Nope. Nope. He's not.
Is that an American joke?
I didn't think of that, but he's not even on the U.S. on the North American continent.
Oh no.
On another continent right now. So
that's in Asia. Now, where are the other map makers then? How am I going to say this? Where are they? Is it not interesting enough to do a vanilla custom map?
I think a lot of the type of, when we say map makers, the adventure map makers are not sure they want to commit to a survival world where they have to do all of this stuff.
Yeah. Bongo says he's too lazy, so that's one reason enough.
And I can understand. Not the fact that he's lazy, but the fact that you wouldn't want to commit to such a project. A lot of people have other projects, etc.
Yeah,
so I can get it. And I had some. I wasn't sure exactly what this would take, right? You obviously had experience before.
And as I said to you, first thing I knew it, I need to be in, and I would have probably have started it without you.
Well, that's good. I don't know. I don't remember now what was it that made me go, because sometimes I think of a project, I don't do it for a long time, and then all of a sudden something just goes, okay, this is the right time, go, do it.
Yeah.
And that's how this was, but I just don't remember.
And it's fun because you don't know how it's going to end, and you don't know how it's going to be meanwhile.
Yeah.
Except for it's fun.
Well, and now I know exactly, well, I know mostly what's going to happen, but there are plenty of things that I've still got to figure out.
Yeah.
So I think that will be fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, you said it yourself. That was the first time you did a comparator. Vanilla. Same for me. I had no idea how to do them. Never. I knew quartz was involved, but I had no idea. You guessed it right, except for you didn't take stone. You took cobblestone or wood or something like that.
Well, yeah, and I am using the Wikipedia because there's some things in the heat of filming. I don't want to spend an hour trying to figure out how to make something, and then again, people get frustrated. Oh my gosh! Thank goodness there's either a cactus right there. Oh, sorry, someone in the background blew their nose. Either a cactus right there, or something took fall damage and alerted me at the last second to its presence.
Yeah, and I have no idea. It's going to be fun watching this as well.
The biggest stress, I think I said this before, but the biggest stress that I have in this series is going to my base, because I cross through an area that is all perfect.
Yep.
And it's at night I think, oh my gosh, a creeper is going to come and destroy all of this in one fell explosion.
Yep.
That is really making me nervous.
I made the second area hastier than anything else. I hardly thought what I was doing. I was just doing it, slept up, doing it again, and tried to avoid that area ever, because it was it was a bit of a strange way of building and stuff. And if a creeper would have blown it up, I had to restart it all. And that's impossible when you are building your own mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Well, do you
And
think so? For me, I mean, you know what I'm doing. Like, I'm
yep.
filming everything. I may or may not show everything, but I think I will show everything.
Yeah, you've
Is it?
done one time lapse, and I thought that was totally okay.
Yeah, but I showed it. I didn't cut it out. But like,
Nope.
so I've been thinking, if I were to cut out, if I were to cut out something, is that cheating against my rules? I'm gonna film it, but do I have to show it? Is my question.
Yes, and then I just say vlog B.
Oh yeah, what are you doing with your vlog B? So are you gonna put those out after it's done?
Um, I'm not. I haven't decided on exactly when I'm going to put them out, but I will probably do it. We'll see how many is interested in playing the map when it's done.
Okay.
But I will put them out as soon as possible afterwards. I've even thought of putting out the first ones now because those things are rather cool to watch.
Yeah, because I would watch them. I'm not too worried about getting spoiled.
It is very deep spoilers. It's more or less telling you exactly what to do and when.
That's okay. To me, honestly, I'm not too worried about that. Hold on one second.